Hey Elfleans, it's Nico. I have Orion here, and this is October 4th, and it is the weekly update. I am not so perky for two reasons. First of all, Mom Carter was admitted into hospice yesterday. Kevin and I and brother-in-law David and Dad Carter visited her on Friday when Dad Carter got a call from the doctor saying she wasn't doing well at all. So we went just in case that was our last chance. And it was hard. It's still really hard, but I have blocked. I've put those emotions right now to the side. Like when I used to work at the Rape Crisis Center, I would just kind of mentally flip a switch and all my emotions would just like, that's where I'm at. I'm in the caretaker mode. I have to make sure Dad Carter is okay, brother-in-law David's okay, Kevin's okay. And I'll deal with my emotions later. It's just how it is. Whenever a trauma or something happens, I'm usually the calm one, and then I break down later after everything's all done with. So that happened, and then on Saturday evening, I had a drippy nose and a sore throat, but the weather has been changing, and it happens to me. But on Saturday evening, Saturday night, Kevin started getting really sick, like very, very sick, and I was not feeling well. Sorry, I feel like I have a dancing hair on me. And Kevin ended up being violently sick for, since Saturday night, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. He's kind of better today. Whatever Kevin has, Dad Carter has too. So that's not fun. And brother-in-law David doesn't feel well. He has a tummy ache and he's probably stressing out a whole lot. So the four of us have been ill, and Mom Carter has been labeled for palliative care, and we were not able to go see her. Dad Carter actually, he was in the best place when this happened. He had David take him to the hospital, and he was with Mom Carter on Sunday. And Dad Carter was sick all Sunday morning. Or was it yesterday? It could have been yesterday, for all I know. But I'm pretty sure it was Sunday. Yeah, he was in bed yesterday. So he was sick at the hospital, throwing up all Sunday, and I feel so bad. I feel bad that we're not with Mom Carter. She was moved to hospice, like I said, but she has amazing family, and we have amazing family friends and lifelong friends that Mom Carter has had, and they have been taking turns keeping watch so she's not by herself all the time and giving her time to rest. Cheryl, who is like a family member, she's I guess an honorary family member. She's also our neighbor a couple houses down, and she's known the Carters ever since the boys were small. She used to babysit them. She has really just jumped in and taken it upon herself to make sure that there has been some soups that she made delivered here, so we had something to eat that was easy on the stomachs, and saltine crackers. And she brought ginger ale earlier. She was gonna like get a whole bunch of meals ready, and Dad Carter's like, no, it's okay. It's okay. We just gotta feel better. So there's that. Both being sick and Mom Carter being admitted to hospice has sucked. And being sick on top of this has just sucked. There's no nice way to say it. It just freaking sucks. I always thought she'd be around just a little bit longer. Like, I knew she wouldn't be around forever, but I thought she'd be around just a few more years longer. We've had 3 amazing Christmases with her that we never would have had if we hadn't moved up here. We had good and bad times. We've had annoying times. We've had great laughing times. We've had worrying times. But this year she has been in and out of the hospital so much, and her body is not responding to any treatments. And she has several infections, and the doctor has worded it to Dad Carter and David as actively dying. And I mean, I know what the terminology means. It made David very upset. He did not like that terminology, but like I get it. And all of us have a time that we're gonna go. So I just thought, God, that she'd at least be around when I had my first in-person event up here, and she'd be able to sit behind my booth for like a couple of hours at least, and she'd be around when I do a Comic-Con up here, and she'd be able to come visit and see what it was all about, and that's not gonna happen. And it was something her and I were really looking forward to that together. And it just makes me so upset with how selfish I am, because Carol, Mom Carter's name is Carol. I usually call her Mom unless I have to tell her something very serious. But she has always been very sharing, very generous. She has tons of scrapbooking and stamps and things and art supplies, and she has always been over generous, sharing and making all of her stuff available to me. I mean, yes, most of this room behind the Squishmallow wall is hers. Like, most of this room is still full of her stuff. Part of the living room is full of her stuff that she wanted to go through and see what she wanted to get rid of. And it makes me feel really petty, because just one instance, I really just wanted a set of crayons for myself. When we first moved up here, I got myself a sketchbook, and I wanted to color. I just wanted a little bit of coloring, and Mom Carter generously and over enthusiastically went overboard and got Dad Carter to find literally every kind of coloring device that she owns, which is paint pens, markers, paint markers, colored pencils, crayons, everything. And I got so annoyed because I didn't want her stuff. I just wanted a pack of crayons of my own that I didn't have to share. And I know that's really dumb, but we had just moved up. We literally left most everything in Florida. And it was just at a point in my life, I just wanted something that was mine here. And I feel like such a jackass that I didn't even, I mean, I thanked her. I was really thankful. I was, but I refused to use it, and I never told them. I'm sure she kind of understood after a while, but I didn't use the stuff that she got Dad Carter to gather, and it was literally a pile like this, full of different coloring devices, and I feel so terrible that I was so selfish, focused on myself when she was just being generous. And I get it, circumstances and everything, but still, it's little things like that keep popping up in my head. And I'm so annoyed because I do her nails, I paint her nails, and she has had French manicures up until the last 3 years. She's had French manicures. Maybe 5 years, because she didn't have it for like the year and 2 years that we weren't here while she was really sick. She only had French manicures. That's how she liked her nails. I don't do French manicures. I don't paint French manicures, and I don't want to learn how to paint them. And I told her that in a very nice way. So I got her turned on to color nail polish. Like pretty colors that she would never have thought of wearing before. And I literally have spent the last 2 months picking and choosing very, very carefully bottles of nail polish, because she loves thermal nail polish like that. She loves that it changes colors depending on the heat. And I have been literally picking out bottles of thermal nail polish and other pretty colors that I think that she would really like, and that I like too, because it's my collection. I'm paying for it, but still, you know, it was for both of us to use, and I'm never going to be able to do that for her. I was supposed to go into the hospital Saturday night before we got sick, and Dad was like, Mom's sleepy and we're going to let her rest tonight. And we're like, okay, we'll just go on Sunday. And that's when everybody was like so sick. And I didn't do her nails. I haven't been able to. And I feel like an ass. Because I have the nail polish in my purse. I have the top coat and the base coat. I have it in my purse. And I'm never going to be able to do that. I told Cheryl about that. I was supposed to do her nails, and Cheryl did her nails today. And I thank you. If you're watching this, thank you so much. But I am okay. No, I know I'm making you upset. Don't call my chair. But at least her nails are pretty. I just feel bad that I wasn't the one to do them. Because I don't know when we're going to be able to get in to see her. Because I can't drive. David is really sick. He can't drive right now. Dad Carter is so sick still right now. He's better, but he's sick. And Kevin tried to go to work tonight. His work shift starts at 8 and he only made it till 10:30. He had to come home because he was throwing up. So I don't know when we're gonna be able to see her, if we're gonna be able to see her again. So that's how my week has been. That's how my weekend's been. It's been pretty sucky. I really just thought we'd have a little more time, just like a year or two. Just a little bit, because COVID put so many things off. I was supposed to start doing craft shows the year the new year after we moved up, because we moved up in October. So after like January of that new year started, I was supposed to start doing craft shows, and COVID started, and it just put everything off. We're just like, oh, okay, well, we'll do it next year. Well, next year's stuff is still not open. And this year's stuff is kind of open, but I didn't want to expose her to any of that. And she was in and out of the hospital so much. And also, I wasn't ready. I didn't have, like, signage and stuff. I could have gotten it, but it wasn't worth the risk of her getting sicker. So, it just sucks. It just really sucks. But yeah, that's my week. I'm sorry, Orion. I am slowly working on some spoopy things. It's gonna be, I think, some jewelry pieces at the moment. Some unicorn horn earrings. I would like to do a witchy hat set. Stanley is one of Mom Carter's favorite creations I have ever done. Any iteration of him she has absolutely loved. So I want to do a witchy hat. And she really loves Min too, but she loves Stanley the most. So I'd like to do at least one big one of each, and maybe a couple of small witchy hats. And maybe I'll start working on that later in the week, maybe next week. I'm not sure. I don't know when things are going to get done. I do know for the crystal confetti scoops, thank you to everybody who has purchased some. I still have several left. God, I really was trying not to get weepy. But for the crystal confetti scoops, the invoices that are taken care of, your scoop is scooped. It has been videoed. I'm going to put it on TikTok and it will be sent out. I have 2 scoops ready to be sent out probably on Wednesday night / Thursday morning, because today is Tuesday night / Wednesday morning. So, yeah, those will be sent out. But that's all I have for the update. I'm sorry it was weepy. It sucks. It just sucks. And it makes me even more worried about Dad Carter. I don't know how much time we're gonna have left with him. And it just freaking sucks. I love you guys very much. Please stay happy, healthy, and safe. And I will talk to you later. Bye.